G'day people, it's Monster Dad and welcome to Season 2 of the Alpha 8 experimental playthrough. All of the major updates are out according to Empyrion, and so there should be no more restarts needed for any of the games, and the rollout of the Alpha 8 should be pretty imminent. They're going to announce the date this week. So what I did is I closed off Season 1 because quite frankly I was fed up having to restart it all the time every time an update came out and not really getting very far in the game. So now I'll start Season 2, and this one will progress much further and do a lot more stuff. But the first 48 hours of this Season 2 will concentrate mainly on my top tips on how to survive the new changes and environmental changes to Alpha 8 that will come out when it's released shortly. So first of all, let's look at settings. I'm going to stick to medium settings. Apart from enemies, I'm going to put them on hard, high, hard. I'll leave all the construction, everything as normal, all that as normal. That should give a reasonable challenge, as well as not slow the game down too much for recording purposes as well. Andalore. What should we have? What siege should we have? Could do a random one. We're at today's date. In Australia, it is the 27th of May. Let's go for that. Kestini. Oh, that's, yeah. Sounds like a good place. What do we got? 0.87 Gs. Temperature's at 43. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, yeah, what this bit's going to consist is, of all the times I've started one of the games in Alpha 8 now, I've sort of come to a fairly good understanding of the goals you need to reach within the first 24 hours and within the first 48 hours. I'm not going to do the Robinson Protocol. I'll leave that for another time. What I want to do is just a pure survival game. Let's see what we get. So first of all, I'm going to press Alt to lock my camera or the craft and have a quick look around. So we got wreckage site. Wreckage over there as well. Let's just head to the closest wreckage. Oh, there's another wreckage just beyond it as well. Cool beans. So a couple of my goals with regards to levels, I want to get to level 3 as quickly as possible, and I'm going to be doing that by picking plants and breaking rocks. Let's just get the landing out of the way with. Let the Robinson Protocol thing come up, and I'll just skip that. Yes, thank you. Right, let's make a bit of space. First of all, before doing anything else, I'm going to start a survival tool. Now, let's arrange this stuff a little better. 10 biofuel, that's good. Good, more than enough for our purposes. Food down there. I won't keep bandages in my hotbar. I used to, but they actually don't repair any health now, so not something you need to keep there, I don't think. We got our survival tool ready. Let's do some reloading. So we'll head off down to these wreckages, and on the way we'll do some stuff. Okay, moving without a jetpack. I got this tip from watching Spange. So sprint, shift and W, sprint. And if you jump, let go of the sprint key. When you get down, you're just walking again. But if you run, jump, and jump, in addition to hitting, so when you press space to jump, press the shift to run, and if you time it right, you move a lot further and faster. A bit annoying to watch. There's level 2 already, but you can save on your stamina and move quite a distance very quickly. Let's see what we get here then. Rotten food, some stomach pills. Not brilliant. I always take these, salvage these cargo boxes because they give you 4 steel plates as opposed to just a single steel plate from the other rubbish that's on these things. The other salvage to look for on these particular places are these walkway slopes. I think it's that one. Did it give me it or not? Oh, it didn't give me anything. Oh, that's weird. Try it again. No. Some of them, like the walkway items, will give you an iron ingot as opposed to steel, which is pretty valuable at this stage of the game. So, okay, let's abandon that one. We'll head down towards the other wreckage. I don't see, there's not a lot of rocks around here. So press space on another wreckage. Cool beans. Excuse me, bug. So I'll head in a roundabout way so we can gather some of this stuff. So what I'm going to be gathering will be the resource rocks and loads of wood and loads of crushed stone. Because what I'm going to build as early as possible, or by the morning of day 2, is my campsite. And I'll show you that when it comes in. Unlock level 3, very cheap to build, stone dust, wood planks, and just a few ingots. And it comes with a turret and a constructor. So it's a pretty decent piece of early kit to get. But it is really a temporary thing. It's not something you probably want to rely on longer term. Let's go and grab these other bits since they're close by. And this is valuable stuff because I can make some berry juice from it, which will give an instant heal to health. So while we're heading there, let's go back to our constructor, make some food, and might as well make some berry juice while we're at it. I'm not finding a lot of resource rocks around here, which is a bit worrying. Yeah, so get to level 3. As soon as I get to level 3, I'll be making, get to the tech tree, tools, the detector, like the radar gun. That is going to help me locate the main wreck as soon as possible. Not because I need the stuff that's in the main wreck, but because the main wreck is always surrounded by your silicon, copper and iron deposits, and that's really what I need to get to as quickly as possible. Now I could try and find it. Oh, I'm stuck. I could try and find the main wreckage without the detector, but I only have about a 450-500 meter detection range, whereas the detector ups that to 1 kilometer, so it's a lot quicker and easier to find. Now I don't see anything more of interest on that, so let's move on. So over this way. See some resource rocks down there. There was that other small wreckage that way. We'll do a bit of a roundabout way. I do want trees. Now you could break these rocks and do trees with your... I think the tree, if you set it on defense mode, you'll get wood from it as well. So if you're doing the Robinson Protocol and you didn't have a drill and a chainsaw, you could still gather these resources with your survival tool. I'm not too worried about conserving the biofuel at the moment for my drill and my chainsaw, because quite frankly I can make a ton of it. Okay, there's some resource rocks around here. Let's grab some of this. I'm not too worried about food at the moment because we should be able to get plenty. The main reason I'm picking plants is experience. Yeah, let's grab another tree. The jumping is annoying, I know. So, just to sum up what I'm trying to do, gather a load of wood, gather a load of rock, which I'm not being very successful at the moment because I haven't found any rocks. Gather basic resources, get to level 3, get a cuddly toy. Yeah, get that detector, find the main wreck early to give me enough time to gather plenty of resources. The main reason I'm gathering these resources now, even though I think I'm going to be able to find the main resources, because I need the resources to build the actual detector in the first place. And I need all the crushed stone and the wood for building my campsite. And in addition to the campsite, once I've got the protection of the campsite, I can actually take my time and build a very, very basic hover vessel. What are we on? We're nearly at level 3, so we're nearly there. Let's find a few more plants just to get us over that level 3. Whilst we carry on heading towards that small wreckage over there. Come on, plants, where are you? Oh, there's a few over there. Whee! And another small wreckage. Cool beans. And there's our level 3. Okay, what I'm going to do now is pop that down. I'm hoping I'm going to have the right resources to build this. Yeah, that should be good. Let's F3, unlock that detector. There we go. On, go. So while that's building, let's just break this rock down. So now I have that detector. I'm at level 3, the right level, to bring in my campsite. My primary goal now is to find the main campsite. Come on. Because once I find that main campsite, it's going to give me a few items, including a motorbike, so I'm not going to bother making one. And also it's going to provide me with all the resources that I need for the game start. Okay, so the detector's going. So where are we? I'll tell you what I'm going to do is put a marker on the escape pod so I know how far away from it I am. Now I'm nowhere near far enough, so I'm going to head out to about a kilometre from the campsite. I mean from the escape pod, so to say. And I'm going to do a circle around that, roughly. Let's grab some more trees. And hopefully find that main wreckage fairly quickly. And I need to have gathered my resources by the morning, because that's when the hostiles are going to start. And I dare say this wreckage is going to be in the middle of the forest where all the spiders spawn. I'll pop my light on so you can see a bit better. I still need the correct resources to do it with regards to rocks and trees. I should have enough wood now because one log provides 40 planks and I think I need about 120 planks for my campsite. But I do want a lot of wood for making biofuel. I'm getting a bit of lag in this forest. So let's get another tree. Oop, glitchy. Now that small wreckage over there we haven't been to yet, I believe. So what I'm going to do now is ignore the resource rocks because I've got to find the main wreckage. So where are we? 6 from 8. You're not far enough away from the escape pod. Let's get out further. Eee. God, there's not many plants around here, are there? Come on, get going. Hop, skip and jump. further. So, I mean, I guess I could have stopped and made a motorbike to make this process a little quicker. Do you know what? I'm tempted to do it because it will mean because the only goal I've got at the moment now, before I can progress anywhere else, is the construction, or is to find that wreckage site and the resources it's going to provide. I might as well waste resources on a motorbike, and then I can whip round the area around here much faster and find this wreckage. I'm not going to bother going to that little small wreckage yet. There's plenty of time to gather stuff from that. Come on, you done yet? Yeah. So what have we got so far? How's our suit constructor doing? Good, we've got a bit more food, we've got a little bit of healing. We can make some more food. Might as well turn it into food. Make a couple of cups of coffee as well. Why not? I hate this when these constructors do this. They get paused on the item, then you restart and it doesn't start from the beginning again, or it doesn't start right near the end. It starts halfway round. Okay. Let's get all that stuff out. And our mission now. How far away are we from there? 930. I could do with being a touch further because I have known this wreckage to be over 2 kilometers away from the escape pod in the past. So we're watching our radar HUD up at the top right to see if anything pops up. Multiple things pop up, then we know we have definitely found it, because that will probably be the wreckage and the resource deposits. Keep checking the distance. Okay, we're far enough now. Oh, careful of the trees. Oh, learn to ride a motorbike. Where are we? 1.5 kilometers. That's a good amount. That's good. Excuse me, bug. God, there's a lot of triceratops around here, aren't there? Where are we? Still 1.5k. We're good. Let's keep going. Anytime soon. Getting a bit closer to it. Let's head back out this way a touch. There we are. We've got something. Not necessarily what we need, but it's something at least. Too far out to one of the small wreckages. More than one thing. That means it's likely the wreckage site with the deposits. Come on, tell us what you are. There's the wreckage. Okay, so which means those deposits are going to be close by as well. Just get off the side of the hill, you fool. Silicon. There's the other two popped up on there. I want to go to the wreckage because I want to get the other copper. I want to get the other survival constructor, because they're going to be working whilst I'm digging. And there's the iron. So we're golden, and it's not even nightfall yet. Perfecto. So now we've got a bit of time to do a little bit of stuff here. Can I get up? Come on, where's my way up? There. Oh, for goodness sake, what's going on? Why is it so difficult? There we go. Okay, so let's grab all those, break that down. I've got it on rock drill full. Okay. Yep. Grab that because that gives you, should give you a copper ingot. I don't think some of this stuff is giving us anything. Interesting. Okay, well there's no reason to dwell here. Let's head out to the iron deposit first, since it seems to be further away. I probably still need a bit more crushed stone actually. This looks like a good spot. Okay, where's my other survival constructor? There. What I'm going to do then, I've got no space for that bike. Why is both my bikes down? That's weird. So I've got one in my hotbar. Now that's weird. They're definitely both in my inventory. Anyway, I'm going to split this wood. I need to save at least 3 of them. And these are going to make biofuel whilst I dig. Let's put my light on. Get it on the right thing. Get my drone out. And let's get some of this. Okay, so I'll cut there. And I'll get back to you when I've got my iron. Later. Okay, welcome back. So managed to get 220. I'd prefer 250 of each, but you know it's just taking quite a long time. And that one finish off, and that one got plenty more fuel now. Okay, let's get on a bike and get to the next one. Silicon looks good. I'd still like to get to level 4 as well, because I may be just short of points needed to unlock all of the hover parts that I need. It's only going to be a very basic hovercraft that I build initially, but still need enough to do it. So let's pop those down. So I need 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's see how much stuff I need for this campsite again. So 120 planks will be fine, and 130 stone dust will be fine as well. So what do we do? So that should be enough. Yeah. That can then process iron bars. Make sure I did that right. 126, yeah. And that one, once it's got those, can then process the rest of that, into biofuel. Meanwhile, let's get a light on and dig some silicon. Where are you? Excuse me, bugs. These are doing their little dance in front of me, aren't they? Well, they're going to fall down the hole in a minute. Okay, I'll be back with you in a minute when I've got this. Later. Okay, welcome back. Okay, I've got about 200 silicon there. I'd have preferred more, but we've got a real audience now, haven't I? Trio of something or other. Yeah. Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention, what you could do in your tools is unlock. Is it tools? Miscellaneous. Unlock your mobile aircon. Mine's a nice balmy night at the moment, so I don't really need it. But had I been suffering from the cold or the heat, I could have popped that down to me as I was drilling with my drone, and I'd been perfectly fine. So copper's next. Let's get over there. We're doing good for time. I mean, it's taking quite a long time to dig these deposits. I mean, it's around about at least 10 minutes to get 200 with this tier 1 drill. It's a real pain. It's going to be right on the side of a hill, isn't it? Alright. Where was it? Where was it? It's there. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, pop these down. Do you know what I could do with grabbing a couple of trees first so I can make some more fuel? You look like a good candidate. No, you. Any more close by? Never any trees when you want them. Okay, never mind. That'll do us. So this one can continue with the biofuel. Yep. That one can now process silicon. Might as well process that copper if there's time, and the rest of that iron. Right, do you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I do want to save some to make my portable aircon when I do need it. I'll need it for the campsite. So, where is it? Once again, I'll get back to you when I've got my couple hundred copper. Later. Welcome back. Wrong button again. So, let's see. Yep, got that. I could do with a little bit more copper. Full beans. Okay, so we've got the resources we need. Let's get that to the factory. Great, just need 117 of that. $126 of that. Silicon, not much more. Copper, just a few more. Iron. So 4 more copper. And then we can get that going. Have you done it for us? Not that one. That one? Have you? Have you? Yes, you have. Start production, 7 minutes. Cool beans. Okay, so now, and we've got 1:25 of gameplay left before the sun comes up. So then we're in the danger zone. So what I want now is a nice bit of water. The beach area. That one actually looks like it's going to be good. Now it doesn't need to be deep water. Come on, get onto the right thing. Just needs to be a nice flat beach area. Now where was my marker? Over there. Where are we? Which way are we going? There, let's try that again. Goodness gracious. Holy shamoly, Batman. Learn how to drive your motorbike on once of that. Motorbike? That's a combination between a motorbike and a motorcycle. Wow, this is a nightmare. Nightmare to get through. Okay, we're nearly out in the open. Let's just start going in the right direction. I feel comfortable with a few more trees, but let's just go and scout out our potential temporary base first before we do anything else. If I can get through this forest. What I don't want is it to be right near a big forest, because otherwise we're going to be having problems with spider spawns. Yeah, and it looks like it is going to be a bit close to forest for my liking. We've still got a bit of time to scout though. It's not too bad. Oh, we've got something over here. I'm going to check it out in case it's a Promethean deposit. I think we're fairly close to the starter biome, so it might be another small wreckage. This is thick forest. I do not want to be stuck in this. Come morning, anyway. Oh, get off the bike. There we go, out in the open. Yeah, just another small wreckage. Okay. So, oh, that could be potential. It's still within the starter biome. Do you know what? That's not a big deal. It's only a temporary base. And it's basically a base that we can go out and scout around. Yeah, let's do it. Not too far from the resources. Plenty of trees around. Let's get you out of there. So basically what we're waiting for now is, yeah, another 3 minutes before that happens. So we might as well grab some more resources from around here while we're waiting. See what we've got down here. Try and get our level up. Try and get some plants and stuff. See what's in the wreckage. Nothing. Oh yeah, I think the box is just inside this. There it is. Oh, some food. Cool. Get it in the right thing. Yeah, it's just the only one. Speaking of food, probably do picking some. Let's grab some of this wood as well. Weird glitches. That should do us. Anything to pick? Some mushrooms. Eee. Ooh, fire moss scrapings. My light gone off again. Yeah. Oh, really annoying. Some grain would be nice so that we can make some plastic. so tricky to spot the grain. Oh, there's some. Cannot pick up. Inventory full. Yeah, okay. Anything we can throw away? That. Let's trash that. Need 4 grain to make some plastic. You usually find some grain around these pixie stalk things. Come on, grain, where are you? It's not absolutely necessary at this point, but it's just a nice to have. No, not going to happen, is it? Okay, so what have we got here? Let's eat something. Blueprint production successful, so let's decide on our spot. I think this spot over here looked pretty good. It's reasonably flat. Yeah. Okay, so factory, library, campsite, spawn. Choose the drone. Okay, so basically there's an empty bit in the center there, which part of which I'd like to be over the water, because I can get my water generator working then. So let's move it up a bit. Is that okay? That looks like it's going to be okay. Let's do it. Boom. Now, it is a powered base with solar power, so it should attract drone attacks. Whee! Okay, it's been designed like this so that it can do a couple of things. Firstly, you can fit your tent in there. You can fit survival constructors. What I want to do now, in fact, I'm going to unlock a portable aircon and build one of those. So that will fit in there as well. And what I want to do with this, let's just get all this stuff in there for now. Let's build a water generator. So I want the wood out of that one. I'm going to put wood in the other one and continue making biofuel. So once you get a water generator, that can fit there, and because there's a little bit of water there, it will produce the water. One thing we need to do, I was just about to say, one thing we need to do desperately is actually make some ammunition for this. Let's get that. Now, I need a nitrocellulose, don't I? Give me some more wood back. So what I need to do is unlock in the base the cannon turret so I can make the ammo. Let's get in there, and what is it? It's the 15mm, isn't it? It's at 30mm, 30mm. Let's make 700 of those. Yep, should be fine for that. out a turret that doesn't waste its ammo on predators. Oops. Okay. Stick some ammo in it. Reload. Done. We have some protection. So the way I've designed this camp is, like I said, this open area here is designed specifically so that, just get my heater as well, so that you can have a heater, keep yourself warm or cool. You can have your survival constructors, and you can produce water if you build it on a beach. So you've got all the stuff you need actually within your campsite there. Access to and from the camp just via these little ramps here. No other access, there's one of those each side. So it should give you reasonable defense against mobs. It won't give you defense against the ranged mobs like the spitting bug, the alien bug, or any wandering Xerax if they come around. But it should give you enough defense against a drone attack. It's been designed in such a way where you can get to areas out of line of sight of the drone. It's made of wood and concrete. It's not very strong at all. It really is a temporary base through and through. So let's turn that off to conserve our power, because we're just solar powered at the moment. So if we have a look at what's in there, so yeah, with the sun just coming up and everything off, yeah, we're gaining more power. We're on 7% battery, so we need to let that, oops, wrong one. So we need to let that go up a bit first, really. Oh. And yeah, one cargo box, one ammo box, and the constructor. So all mod cons. But yeah, I've tried it out a couple of times and it's pretty useful. Now the question is, will it be able to defend itself properly when this drone comes in? I've got no idea which direction this drone is going to come from, but this now serves a purpose of showing us roughly where the drone base is as well. So once the drone comes in, we'll have a good idea of where to set up more permanent defences if you want to do that. The other option you've got with this particular temporary base is you could leave it in place, bury the core, and use it as a decoy base if you wish to. So the drones would just continue attacking this one whilst you go and create a base somewhere else. So you could do that as well, or you could build onto it and make it a permanent base. It's, you know, choice is yours, whatever you want to do with it. So what I'm going to do now is, to save power, I'm going to use my survival constructors to build the components I need for a hover vessel. So let's grab that stuff out of there again. Go to our little tech tree. Now I might not have enough points. Oh, I've only got 10 unlock points, so I don't have enough. So I'm going to have to try and get up a couple of levels before I get my hover vessel, or at least one more level. Cockpit is 4. So what I need will be 3 points there, 4 points there, so that's 7, another 2, 8, 9, the RCS, 10, 11, and those. Yeah, so I need another 15 points minimum to be able to build a very, very basic hover vessel. I mean, I could use the factory and bring one of my hover vessels in. And I have mission-specific hover vessels. I've got the Mincer, which is an unlock level 5. Why is that? It's because it has lights on. So I could always go into creative and remove the lights from this, and it will be an unlock level 3, and I've got more than enough resources to build that. And I could do that within the factory. Choice is yours, really. I might do that on this occasion. But I feel like you should have the technology unlocked before you can build something. It's just one of those things that I feel you should have. It is a little bit risky for me to go out and try and get my level up now because the critters are spawning, but I'm really close to level 4. So, yeah. It's probably worth doing so. The drone will come in. The problem with that is the drone could come in right over where I'm collecting food. If that happened, I could be dead before I got back to the protection of the base. Yeah, so lots of things could go wrong with this. Some grain. So let's grab that. So let's pick a few plants. I could probably do going over there actually. Grabbing some, looks like there's more of it over there. Yeah, I know. Okay. So just pick anything just to get our level up, basically. And if any mobs come towards us, we can always jump in the water and escape them. Some more grain. I need 4 grain in total to make 1 batch of plastic. Oh, plenty of stuff over here to pick. Plenty. So if this next level gives me 15 points, I'll be able to unlock the stuff I need for a hover vessel and craft it. Like I said, alternatively, I could just build one from the factory, but, you know, not really how I roll. Slime, okay. Usually pretty easy targets. He says, but I have them set on hard, don't I? Okay, there's level 4, and I've got frostbite. How on earth do I cure frostbite? Frostbite. Let's take my berry juice. Eat. And did that give me enough points is the question. 20. Yes, it did. So attacking the slime may have been a big mistake. So now I've got to cure frostbite. And how do I do that? I guess I'll have to look it up and find out. As they say, mistakes were made. Whee! 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 Okay, right, well I'm going to call it an episode there. I've achieved pretty much everything I wanted to achieve and more. Managed to get frostbite as well, which I'll have to look up and see how I cure that. I bet it's not as simple as just standing next to the heater, is it? But it doesn't tell you on here, does it? Oh yeah, frostbite. You got frostbite. Use an antibiotic ointment or a trauma kit. Antibiotic ointment. Don't I have some of that? I certainly do. Ah, cured. And everything was good in the world. Can I make any more berry juice? Oh, I've got some herbal leaves. Yeah. Vegetables. Okay, in that case, I can make some vegetable juice and get my health up. Cool, I'll get that done then. Okay, right, well, I am going to call it there. As you can see, useful little camp. I'd like to wait till this drone comes in, but I don't want to go through that again like I did last time. It took forever then in that other episode, and it never turned up anyway. But yeah, I'll try and catch it on camera when it does. But until then, I hope you found that episode useful. We achieved all the goals we set out to do. Get to level 3. Unlock your detector, get it made, which doubled our detection range. And then as soon as that happened, we went out, made a motorbike, went out to find the wreckage site, because we know that there's going to be silicon, copper and iron around that wreckage site, as well as some useful stuff within the wreckage. And we did all that before the first nightfall happened, which gave us plenty of time to collect at least 200 each of those deposits and spawn in our campsite prior to morning arriving. And now, because we just reached level 4, we've unlocked everything we need for a hover vessel. At the beginning of the next episode, I'll craft the stuff I need for a hover vessel and we'll get that built. So by the morning of day 2, we'll be hovercraft ready with a harvester module on it and be able to get XP and food up the yin yang until we get everything we need. Yeah, and we have drones coming in as well, so we'll be able to get some good parts from then. What we'll have to do is pop another turret on this, and there is another emplacement area for a turret just there. So yeah, should be more than capable at that point of defending itself, even with the enemy set on hard. And you could always increase this out this way and add a 3rd and 4th turret either side as well if you really needed to, depending how long you were going to remain in this base. And you could certainly add more solar panels out to the sides as well. Yeah, or even add a proper generator on it once you find Promethium. But yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up button if you enjoyed that. Please consider subscribing. And I will see you all in the next episode. Later.